Tim Wells stand up and spit. I am worried about going to the pie and mash shop in case I'm shamed by Hetty Douglas. She's one of those young creatives that you know are important because they're on the social media. Or at least she used to be. You'll know Sedgy cause she lives in Peckham and uses words like peng. She's an artist, and by that I mean she dicks about news to put it on the interwebs. It's true that I give creatives a lot of stick, and it's also fair to say I lump artists into the category a bit too much. The likes of Brutty Hetty, looking down on scaffolders and working folk, we can do without. That said, I've art on my walls. Life just wouldn't be the same for me without Ammonius on reggae album sleeves, the lovely Eggs singing songs, and Akira Kurosawa. His film High and Low is one that gentrified and gentrifiers both might profit from watching. There are more and more of the stylish with their empty art stomping down on the spaces, physical and mental, that art from the working class could be in. Wanna get a quick, cheap McDonald's when they're not on strike meal cause you're working hard on a job, then be prepared to get laughed at by some chump who's only there to be ironic. Wanna go to college? Sorry, you can't afford it. It's manual labor and abuse from the people who consign you there for you. Wanna play some songs with your band? Sorry, there ain't no live venues anymore. They're all gastropubs you can't afford a pint in and you're not welcome there anyway. It's one thing at least poetry has going for it. You can just stand up and pour it out. Let the toilet overflow. I've noticed that at gigs I get more and more complaints from toffs saying they've felt insulted by some of my poems and jokes. It's the only reason I'm there, and if I'm looking those kind of people in the eye, I'm going to be honest. I see no point in having politics if they're not acted upon, and in person, not on the YouTubes. The snobby gentrifiers that artwash our neighborhoods are just propagandists for consumerism. They're an elite that rest the privilege on all we've ever had and been, and they're busy consuming it. They're hollow, and that's an empty that's never filled. Ironic really, because materially they've got it all. They can't eat a meal without telling us about it on the social media. To be fair to Hetty Douglas, she did make a mealy-mouthed apology. I've always worked and never had handouts from my parents, she whined, yet one of her artworks was her job seeker's application. Perhaps that's just another piece of art poking fun at those she considers beneath her. Another mocked for his background was poet John Keats. In 1817, writing in Blackwood's magazine, he was derided as a cockney by John Gibson Lockhart. It is a better and a wiser thing to be a starved apothecary than a starved poet. So back to the shop, Mr. John, back to plasters, pills, and ointment boxes. Snobbery is nothing new. At the end of Kurosawa's High and Low, the angry kidnapper, finally behind bars, tells industrialist Toshiro Mifune the reason for his crimes: hate made my life worth living. Art allows us to explore emotions. Hate has its place, but more with Keats. Beauty is truth, beauty, that is all. Sadly, the truth of Hetty Douglas and her ilks snobbery isn't beautiful at all. Related tags.